Hello there, I'm Laura. I'll be doing your sleep survey today. It's fantastic to meet you. So before we start with the survey questions, I just want to take some details from you, if that's okay, just so we can put your information in our records. Yeah? Brilliant. Okay. So I'll just get my folder. And I've got my pen. Oh, you like Tweety Pie as well? Yeah, Tweety Pie is so cute. Okay, so if I could just take your full name, please. And your address. Yeah. And the postcode there. Excellent. And your landline telephone number. Great. And do you have a mobile? Yeah. That's fantastic. And email address, please, if you've got one. Yeah. Okay, so is that at .com or .co.uk? Okay. Right, so that's fine. I'm just going to put that over there. Now, don't be alarmed or anything. Your personal details won't be shared with anyone. It's literally just for our records, okay? So I'm just going to sign in on the computer here. Okay, so yeah, this is the sleep survey, and we're going to be finding out how well you sleep. Okay, so just going to go through the questions. Please be completely honest with your answers. There's no right or wrong answers, okay? It's literally a personal thing, and we want you to be as honest as you can, okay? Fantastic. So, thinking about the last month, please, to what extent has your poor sleep troubled you in general? So is it not at all, a little, somewhat, much, or very much? In the last month, yeah. Somewhat, yeah. Okay. So also in the last month, have you had any of the following problems with your sleep? Okay, so you can answer a few of these suggestions. They're not just like the odd answer. It could be several. So, difficulty getting to sleep. Yeah. Waking up in the middle of the night. Yeah. Waking up too early. No. You have trouble waking up. Okay. Feeling tired and unrested in the morning. And none of the above, but obviously you've answered that, so that's fine. Okay. So moving on, how many nights a week do you have a problem with your sleep? 0 nights, 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, 6 nights, or 7 nights? That's quite frequent, so it's 6 nights, okay. Right, so how likely is it that you would fall asleep during the daytime without intending to, or that you would struggle to stay awake while you were doing things? No chance, slight chance, moderate chance, or high chance? Quite a moderate, yeah, okay. And how long have you had a problem with your sleep? So the options are: you don't have a problem, less than 1 month, 1 to 2 months, 3 to 6 months, 7 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, or 11 years or more. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, isn't it, trying to remember how long it's been. It's okay, you take your time. Okay, so we're looking about between 3 and 5, should I put? Okay. Did you sleep well as a child? You did. Are you male or female? I can clearly see that. What year were you born? That's great. Okay. What country do you live in? Would it be United Kingdom by any chance? Yeah. Okay. When you've got your postcode, I'll just put that in there. Okay, so your sleep score, if you're ready for your result, it's a 2.5, which is quite low. Okay, so basically the sleep score of 2.5 is, quite low. There are many factors that can have positive or negative effects on your sleep pattern. Yeah, let's have a look and find out, what's affecting you. Okay, so I'm going to ask you some more questions if that's cool. Yeah, great. Need to get to the root of this, don't we? So one hears about morning and evening types of people. Which one of those do you consider yourself to be? Definitely a morning person, more a morning than an evening person, neither type, more of an evening than a morning type, or definitely an evening type. Okay, so kind of in the middle. Okay, so more than a morning. We're going to go with that, you sure? But not too early morning. Right, so that's when you kind of feel more alert. You're not sure. Do you want to go for neither type? Because then you're kind of in the middle completely, yeah? Okay. What is your current employment status? Are you employed full-time, part-time, unemployed, retired, full-time student, or volunteer? Part-time. Okay. At what age did you finish full-time education at school or college? Okay, so you're 15. Do you perform shift work or night work? No? Thinking about the past month, what time do you normally go to bed? Do you know roughly? Kind of 8, 9, 10, later. On average, you'd say about 11 o'clock at night. Okay. What time do you turn your light out? I mean, you can obviously get into bed, but you've still got the light on. So what kind of time do you switch it off? Okay, it's about 11:30. So you kind of just, you read in bed. Brilliant. Yeah, also a bookworm. So thinking about the past month, how long does it normally take you to fall asleep? So it's kind of mixed, yeah? Okay, so should we say, look at my options I've got here. Should we say about 15 minutes, roughly? Depends, yeah. Sometimes more. Should we, half an hour? Yeah? Okay. In the last month, if you then wake up during the night, how long are you awake for in total? About 15 minutes. Okay. In the last month, what time do you normally wake up for the last time? Okay, so yeah, I know, I do that. I always look at the clock. It's really weird in the middle of the night. I have to know what time it is, even though it doesn't matter. What time do you get out of bed in the morning? So you have to get up for work at 7, yeah? Okay. If your final wake-up time occurs before you intend to wake up, how much earlier is this? So if your final wake-up time occurs before you intend to wake up, how much earlier is this? So about half an hour. Okay, well there's one here. There we go, 30 minutes. On a typical day, how long do you take a nap for in total? I don't take naps. 0 to 15 minutes, 16 to 30, or longer than 30. About an hour or so, yeah? Okay. How would you rate your sleep quality? Good, very good, average, poor, or very poor? Kind of average, yeah. In a typical week, how many work days do you have? So you work 5 days a week, yeah? Okay. Do you use an alarm clock to wake you up? Never or rarely, on work days only, on days off only, on work days and days off? Both, yeah? Okay. If you know that you have a day off the next day, do you go to sleep at a different time? Same time, yeah? Okay. So do you wake up at a different time on the day off? You like laying. Completely understand, yeah. So, I mean, the options that we have here, up to an hour later, up to 1 to 2 hours, more than 2 hours later, 1 to 2, okay. On a work day, how much time do you typically spend outdoors in the daylight? Quite a good few hours, yeah? 5 to 6 or 7 to 8, which is 5 to 6. 5 to 6, there we go. Okay, so, okay, right, it's saying that you're high risk. There seems to be a high risk that your schedule is interfering with your sleep. So make sure to only go to bed when you feel sleepy, you know, when you actually really feel tired, and get up if you find yourself awake for longer than a quarter of an hour. By reducing the time in bed you spend awake, you can improve your sleep efficiency and as a result your sleep quality. Okay. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that we really look into some methods to make you feel relaxed, and I want you to really get that sleep back on track. So yeah, I mean, for me, and you know, I'm being honest, what I find really helps me to sleep, there's 3 top tips from me here. So the first thing is have a nice hot drink before you go to sleep. Hot chocolate, hot milk, just really kind of, you know, nice milky, hot, warm and cozy drink just to get your body nice and relaxed. Actually, a favourite of mine is something called Horlicks. It's like a malted hot drink. It's really, really nice. Second tip is to read. And you said you like to read, so perhaps read for a little bit longer than you do now. Yeah, exactly. You find yourself tired and the pages are like dragging. So if you go to sleep a bit earlier and just kind of read for a bit longer, your body just, you know, it relaxes, it unwinds, it escapes from all the stress that you might be feeling in the day, etc. Great relaxation to read. And also a tip I have is something called ASMR. Okay, so if you go on YouTube, okay, you can just type in the search ASMR, and there's so many amazing ASMR artists out there. Well, ASMR is, well, I'll tell you what, I'll write down a few artists that I recommend you watch. But yeah, I mean, ASMR is all about relaxation, and it stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Trying to think of some of the artists I watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's good actually as well, yeah. But there really are so many brilliant artists who make videos all around the world. But yeah, it's basically people, you know, just normal everyday people making videos, and it can be role plays, it can be soft speaking, whispering, personal attention videos. For example, you know, when you go to hairdressers, do you find it really relaxes you? Yeah? Well, you can actually look up hairdressing role plays. Seriously, it sounds weird, but weird is good, and you really feel like you're, you know, getting your hair done, getting pampered, really relaxed, and it really helps you to chill out, sleep, relax. And you'll find, you know, when you watch different artists, that their voices are really soothing, and it's just really nurturing and relaxing and comforting. And yeah, I recommend before you go to sleep, just, you know, going on YouTube, putting your earphones in, just relaxing and watching some ASMR to help you sleep. And things to avoid: caffeine, obviously, nothing with caffeine in, good few hours before you intend to go to bed. And also, like, video games and stuff can actually, exactly, yeah, it's getting you alert, and your mind's all thinking of, you know, what you're going to do in the game, and you're not letting your body just wind down. So avoid anything with too much thought process going on. Maybe have a nice hot bath to relax all your body and your mind. And yeah, well, you know, I hope your sleep improves. Thank you so much for doing this survey with us today. And if you have any queries or problems or anything, just don't hesitate to give us a call.